might.
All right, we are live.
Live.
Hey everyone, we are here. Kevin, you might want to mute while you're not talking because I can hear some background. Can you guys hear
Oh
that?
yeah, y'all hear
Yeah, a little
something?
bit. Not
So
much.
Not too
muted
bad.
too.
All right, I'm muted then. I don't know. I'll see if I can mute it. Okay, just let me know.
All right, no, just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah, I'm in a convertible, so you're probably just hearing the wind. That's all
Hear
Yeah.
the
from the rag top. The wind, man, the wind.
You know what? I can't. All right.
No, I'm serious. You're riding a rag top, you hear wind from outside because it's not totally concealed 100%. That's all I'm saying. So you're hearing the wind from
yeah.
from outside. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's what we're hearing. Yeah. Oh, hi everyone. Thank you. Welcome for here on another Sunday. Um, this is actually the first show I'm doing, and I'm not really nervous, but from what I'm seeing, what's saying online, I just feel like I'm on high alert. Um, because we're gonna have some topics, and I want not just black people. I want people to pay attention to what's going on. I don't think people are taking what's going on serious enough. I think everyone think that it's just talk, but there's some stuff going on that I really think we really need to start paying attention to. So hopefully after tonight's show, you would have a different mindset. Kevin is traveling back from Florida. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Eyes on the road, focused, alert. Got my juice. I'm good, man. Glad to be here.
All right, and Tiffany, how are you? And how is your mom?
I'm good. I just left Mama. She's good. Hi, mommy. Mwah. I miss you much, but she's
Is she
doing
watching the
great
show? Hi, mom.
progress.
Oh, good. Hi, mom.
And
Yeah.
we have our returning champion, Brian Simpson. No relation to OJ. Are you related? No relation. No,
Not that I know of. Maybe distant, but if I was, I wouldn't claim it.
no. He wouldn't claim it. So you one of those brothers that think you did it.
Uh,
uh,
nah. I mean,
no.
I watched that. I watched that trial from start to finish because OJ. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of my heroes coming up, and
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say he ain't have nothing to do with it, but he didn't do that.
yeah. All
My
right.
whole
So,
thing was I'm OJ. I'm not black. That was my whole thing.
uh,
I wasn't feeling
That's my favorite Jay-Z song.
yeah, I'm not black.
that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So,
Hey,
welcome.
you didn't ask me, Carl, how I feel about OJ.
Well, you think you did it or not?
I think he's innocent.
I
Okay.
think he's
Yeah,
innocent too.
I
Yeah.
don't think he did
I'm
it.
going. I don't think he did it. I think he knows who did it. I think his son was involved, and he covered for his son. And that's what a father would do in some cases. And that's it. And we can move on now.
All right. On tonight's show, I want everyone to pay special attention. We're gonna talk about some lynchings that are happening and unexplained lynchings. They're claiming they're suicides, and they're not. Very rarely do I ever hear about a white person being lynched. I find it hard.
Really? I don't think it ever happened. When has a white person been lynched?
No, a white person don't get lynched because they do suicides of hanging themselves. They do more of suicides of hanging themselves. But other than seeing a white person get lynched, no.
Yeah,
Can I
every
say something
time.
real quickly? Lynching is not in our DNA. And first of all, hanging is not in our DNA. I mean, yeah, we commit suicide. Black people do commit suicide, but lynching, I mean, hanging yourself is not an option when it comes to suicide. I think black people have killed themselves in every type of way you can think of, besides hanging themselves. We know Robin Williams, a famous comedian, hung himself when he killed himself. And a lot of people do that commit suicide, like Tiff said, white people hang themselves. Because hanging has always been a part of their, the thing, right? That's what they've been hanging
Their
people for
DNA, right?
years. Remember the whole thing, hang Mike Pence? Like, you never
Hmm.
see no black people going,
Right.
yeah, hang
Yeah,
Ronald Reagan. Like that's not what we do, man. That's not
Yeah,
what we do. So yeah,
that's their behavior that we have saw in their
right.
background.
All right, so
Hey, Carl,
Yeah.
nothing like doing a show about lynching while I'm driving through the South, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You better get your ass in before sundown.
Shit.
Also,
I got about an hour.
so we're gonna talk about Trey Reed, a brother who was lynched. Well, they're claiming it was suicide, but
Allegedly.
he was
Yeah.
found hanging
Bullshit.
from a tree. And what state was that?
Mississippi.
Mississippi, of course, Mississippi. Also, we have 95 Democrats who voted to honor Charlie Kirk. I have no idea what Cory Booker's in there.
Really? Woo!
Cory
Yeah,
Booker's in
Hakeem
there. He voted for
Jeffries.
Hakeem Jeffries
is in there.
Oh my God.
To
Wow.
honor Charlie Kirk. Also, there's a rap song by a white rapper. He's singing about lynching. Of course, you know who he's singing about lynching. The people
Yes.
about lynching.
Yes.
I also have a video of a white man pretty much begging for Donald Trump to start some kind of civil war so he and his friends can go door to door just killing black people. They just want to go door to door, because they're the ones with the guns, and he just can't wait to go door to door.
They're gonna go to the wrong people doors. You understand what I'm
Well,
saying?
before he gets to the wrong people's doors, he's going to kill a bunch of innocent people before he gets to the wrong doors.
So it's not. I really think people need to start really paying attention, and we've seen it all before. We've seen Dylan Ruth went into that church and unalived 9 black people. That guy that went up to that supermarket in upstate New York. We've seen it again and again, and so it doesn't take much for these people to just go crazy. So I hope everyone paying attention. And also, I'm actually going to start the show off with Joy Reid asking why are white men so mad? And I've asked this question on the show before. They have everything. Everything is in their favor. They have all the jobs. They have all the money. They have all the great paying jobs. Why are white men still so? What more do you need? What would make you absolutely satisfied? You have everything. You have everything, and you get everything, and they're still angry. So we're going to explore that also today. But before I go, Tiffany, can you explain the rules? And
We are protected by fair use only, educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. These are our opinions only, no one else's. Everything is alleged. Make sure you like and subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Let us know what you feel. Shout out to all my followers and watchers.
all right, so this might be a little lengthy, but I think this is appropriate for the show we're doing today.
Yes. Dope video.
Wait a minute. She went in. And
Yes.
she normally don't go in. I never saw her go in like that because she been working for the corporate people. All y'all people working for corporate, y'all gonna get a wake up call. But this is the first time I ever heard her really come out and express herself and go right. And I even heard a curse word. I grabbed my pearls.
Should have worked for corporate no more.
No, she's working for YouTube now.
But she told no lies.
I didn't never say she told any lies.
I know. I'm saying right, but that's the saying. She told no lies.
Yep, she told no lies.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Why are y'all so angry? You have the White House, you have both houses of Congress, you have a Supreme Court that is completely obedient to your president. They're willing to give him unlimited power. They're willing to say that he can take SEAL Team 6 and kill anybody he wants. They were willing to affirm that. They're willing to say that ICE can racially profile anybody they want. The United States Supreme Court has said you can racially profile Latinos based on their accent or the way they look. You guys have everything you want. You have legal racial profiling. You've ended DEI. You've ended affirmative action. You get all the best jobs, even if you're not qualified. You can be a Fox Weekend host and be the Defense Department's Secretary of Defense. You can be Kash Patel and be a podcaster who wants to go to Valhalla and run the FBI, as long as you're conservative. You have everything. Why are y'all so angry? What the fuck are you angry about? You've banned all of our books. You've banned Black history. You banned the 1619 Project. You don't have to compete with women for jobs. You've chased them out of the military. You've chased them out of the senior positions in the Department of Defense. You've gotten rid of all the Black history in the museums. Museums are terrified. I have contacts that I'm talking to inside of the Interior Department, people who are running all of those spaces where you can go and see a Civil War memorial or something. The people who work in these places are terrified. They're afraid to tell the real history. The people who are working for the federal government are afraid to say the word Black. You guys have canceled Black scholarships. You're damn near, I guess, ready to get rid of HBCUs. Donald Trump just recently said they're not going to fund any minority serving institution. Y'all have gotten rid of that. You've gotten rid of help for Black kids to go to college. What more do you want? What are you so angry about? I go every so often, I go and lurk and look on X Twitter. Y'all are the maddest people ever. Y'all are so angry for people who have everything. Y'all said you want your country back. You have it. The rest of us are sitting back and trying to keep our peace and preserve our peace while you all are running the country. If the airlines are crashing, that's you. That's the people you wanted to run the United States government. The FBI, y'all are laughing at them on X Twitter and saying that they look ridiculous. That's your FBI. They've purged the people who made the FBI what it was. It's not what you wanted. You have your podcasters running the FBI. You have your friend from the real world running the Department of Transportation. That's what you wanted. There's no longer a gay guy there. The gay guy's gone. The gay guy's at home with his kid and his husband. He's not in charge anymore. The Department of Justice is what you wanted. It's your Justice Department that won't release the Epstein files. If you're mad about the Epstein files, you shouldn't be mad at me and the left. You need to be mad at Donald Trump. You all have the country. You run every red state like it's already Project 2025. You won't let women have abortions in Texas. They're literally dying of sepsis. That's what you wanted. You wanted women to have only 6 weeks to get an abortion in Georgia. You got it. You wanted Texas to be a petri dish and a laboratory for every right-wing, anti-Black, anti-gay, anti-trans idea. And you also got rid of vaccines. Every child in Florida is now going to go to school with kids who could give them measles, mumps, and rubella and COVID. That's what y'all wanted. You now have a paradise in Florida where you can get sick, cough on people, let them die of whatever disease you're carrying. It's almost like you've got the pilgrims again that can come and cough on all the natives and take them out. That's what you wanted. You got it. You wanted Florida to be that. It's that. You wanted the United States to be Florida. It's that. But yet you all are still so angry. I don't understand it. I genuinely don't understand it. I don't mean to rant and rave, but I am genuinely trying to get to the bottom of what you all are so angry about. And I think I have a suspicion and I have a guess. What you all are angry about is that while you have gotten everything you wanted on the right, we on the other side won't give you love for it. We won't respect you for it. We won't hail you for it. We won't respect you and say, hey, we want to, have you at the Oscars. We want to fet you. We want to make you guys, we want to wrap our arms around you. You want us to embrace you. You don't just want to run us and tell us what to do and tell us what to think and tell us what to read and tell us what history we can have. You don't just want to tell us what to do. You want us to embrace you. What you really want is to sit at our table. You're mad because while you are running the country into the ground, you're destroying your own farmers with tariffs. You're destroying your own farmers by taking away their subsidies that used to go with USAID. You got what you wanted. They've ended the farm subsidies. These are the things y'all asked for. You got your big, beautiful budget. That's what you wanted. Trump gave it right to you. You got your permanent tax. You're still pissed because the left, the other side, the majority, we still cannot stand you. We cannot stand Christian nationalism. We don't want it. And because we will not say we want your Christian nationalism, we embrace your Christian nationalism. We like your Christian nationalism. We like you. Because we won't do that, that's why you're still mad. But guess what we're going to keep on doing? We're going to keep on being moisturized and unbothered, and we still not going to like it. We're never going to like Christian nationalism. We're never going to accept it. We're never going to be down with it. And our squad is bigger than your squad at the end of the day. We have the Boricuas. We got the Mexican Americans. They done woke up. They said, whoo, Lord, let's go ahead and go with these folks. We got the spicy whites. The spicy white folk are with us. They're with us, right? We got the Asian Americans who've woken up and said, whoa, we better be with them, right? Chinese Americans, they see you. Japanese Americans are like, you're going to do internment again? We see you.
South Koreans
are like, oh, we see you. Y'all gonna kick the South Koreans out. Now you're going to cry because Georgia's going to have a worse economy because you're not going to get to have the South Koreans teaching y'all to have those high-tech jobs. The South Koreans are like, oh, well, sure hate it. Africa's like, we're just going to do business with each other. We got BRICS. We don't need y'all. Tourists are like, we don't need y'all. The African Americans, the Caribbean Americans are getting together and said, yo, why are we fighting each other? Caribbean Americans are like, yo, we were y'all. We've been hip hop together. Let's go off. And you're mad at us because we do not want to be with you. This America you want, that's yours, y'all. You keep it. We don't want it.
Mr. President, I implore you, call for a civil war. Call for a civil war and let us do our thing. Let us go door to door, street by street, and clean this country. Please, if you're watching this and you share the same sentiment, send it to Donald Trump. Share it on your page. Whatever. Get this message out there. This is not a joke. I'm a peaceful man. Time for peace is over. I'm willing to fight and I'm willing to die. We are all Charlie Kirk.
You motherfucking animals! You liberal, progressive, deranged fucking animals! You are so hateful in your hearts. Aww.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you work the Black Therapy Show. We in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know it, Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany. You'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. It's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us here on another Sunday. Kevin, you might want to mute your... Is that loud for you guys, or is it just loud on my side?
You could probably mute him until he talks.
All right, yeah, I'll mute it.
Because
Okay.
he's driving.
Hold on. All right, I just muted you, Kev. Welcome, thank you. Tiffany, I'm going to jump right into it. I don't know, but I'm going to go to you first. But
Why?
Are you... Because when that guy came on asking for a civil war, did that make you... Did you get scared?
No, it's not scared because, I don't think he's coming into Brooklyn like that, but, I feel bad that he even thinking like that. Like, these videos be broken up. I told you that they're warring with each other. Okay. They are mad with each other over this, over the killing of Charlie Kirk. So, them coming for us and going into the streets and stuff like that, it's just sad that they feel like that and they want to hurt us and they feel like they need the cleanse. We are that intimidated. They are that much intimidated by us. And only thing you're going to do, you try to get rid of us, you're going to get rid of your money. You're going to get rid of your culture, your background, your everything. You won't be nothing without us. So I just feel sad. And like you said, people need to wake up. People need to be more on point because you can't trust nobody. I'm telling you, a white person, I see a white person come in a place that's all black, I get nervous. I grab my pocketbook and I leave because I don't trust it. I'm sorry, that's my personal opinion. I don't trust it.
Brian, I mean, like Joy Reid said, why are they have everything. They have everything. They have all the best jobs. They have everything, and they're still mad.
Yeah, she broke it down.
Like, go ahead.
Yeah, it's what I see when what I feel when I see that is they have everything, and they're still angry because having everything has not improved their mediocrity. I mean, just plain and simple. And this is not, of course, all white people, as Joy Reid was talking about. This isn't talking about like the spicy white people or white people who have become successful, but those aren't the people that are complaining. It's these middle America, rural America white people.
Okay.
who have
Nothing to do.
nothing. Yeah, they've gained nothing despite the 400-year head start that they've had, despite everything, the efforts that this administration is making to pull everything back to pre-civil rights era. They have not improved. And so when you have a system like we have here in America, whether we acknowledge it or not, we're in a caste system here. And a caste system, for it to thrive, has to have a bottom rung. And that bottom rung is used as a scapegoat a lot of times. I'm pulling from Isabel Wilkerson's book, Caste. And when something goes wrong, it can't be them. So they've got to have somebody to blame. So that's why they have their anger directed at us. It's their fault. But of course, the narrative will not allow them to say that it's their fault for their mediocrity. So who do they turn to? They turn to us.
Yeah, but I mean, the guy is talking about going door to door, killing people. Like, for what? Like,
because something is wrong with him. Did you look at him? He looked like something is wrong with him. He looked like he don't have nothing else better to do. First of all, we have already spoke to Republicans, white people on this platform. The way they think is not the way we feel or what we see. They see totally different. Something is wrong with him for him to feel like we need to cleanse the city. And who is he cleansing it from? Who he cleanse? He trying to cleanse us. He's trying to cleanse other white people, because remember, they mad at a couple of people.
Yeah, but Tiff, you got to know he's part of a group. I mean, that might be the one guy that made that one video, but you got to know there are thousands, probably millions more who feel exactly the way he does.
Listen, I never said it was just only him. It's many of them.
But I'm just saying, like, what, like, he's talking about cleansing or going door to door of what? Like, what are we doing that makes him think that they need to cleanse? Me personally, I think they're just evil people.
We knew that for a long time. So
to me, that's just, it comes down to just evil people. And I think we as Black people, we keep trying to understand why these people feel this way, why they don't like us. I think they're just people who can't be saved, who just it's in their DNA. You know, Trump said Black people are born criminals. I think these people are born haters. They're just born to hate. And even if they try, they don't think anything is wrong with them, because that's just who they are. They just feel, I mean, these are the people who are the kings and queens of torture, right? These are the people that can lynch people, cut babies out of the bellies of pregnant women. These are the people that came up with...
Yeah, their ancestors. Yeah, they were very bad people.
These are the people with tying a person between two horses and then, you know, having the horses run in different directions and ripping people in half. These are, so when you see people like him, you got to remember that he feels normal. To him, that's just...
Yeah, you just said it. He feels normal.
Right. He doesn't think there's anything. You know what I mean? Like when Columbus first came to the Americas and he met the Indians, and he wrote back to the Queen Isabella and said, these people are so nice and so gracious and they so kind, they would make great slaves. The man said they would make great slaves. That was his...
Or easy to take advantage of, to be
subjugated.
Yeah.
Kevin, we're gonna come to you, brother.
Yeah. Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
Me and my win, you got me? Okay, good. You guys hit on the spots I was going to say, but that's good. But yeah, I think there's a lot of money behind these people. So we have the illusion that these people are just backwoods ass rednecks who live up in the woods. A lot of these guys have money. Also, they look like they don't have money. But I used to go to these NASCAR events with my brother back in the day when he was a vendor at these NASCAR events, and you go there, you see guys look just like that with $300,000 we call SV. What's those big trailers they ride in?
RVs.
RVs, thank you, brother. Yeah, you can see these guys in RVs that cost as much as a house or more than a house, and these guys, you know, you're like, wow. You saw these rednecks that look like that, but they got money. Right. I mean, I see some of the most fanciest RVs and the most expensive Harley Davidson motorcycles, and And so even me coming from Florida right now, you know, and you see guys like that in Florida, and they're driving these big pickup trucks, these expensive trucks, and so they're not backwoods ass rednecks like most people think they are. These guys got money. Donald Trump's his first administration in 2016, the FBI, before he took over the FBI and put all his goons in like he has now. That FBI department from then said that there are a lot of guys up in the woods of in the mountains of Tennessee, West Virginia, and Georgia that are training for a race war. That's what the FBI said. They're training for a race war. They got guns. They're doing military style training, hand-to-hand combat, shooting drills, martial arts, all this stuff. They're doing everything they can, learning knife techniques. They're training to be killers. And a lot of these guys have already joined our military, and a lot of these guys already become police officers. So we're grossly outnumbered if a civil war breaks out, because all the people that Joy Reid named, you know, the Asians, the Koreans, I mean, you know, all these people that's going to come to our side. We have more numbers than them, but all these numbers that we have aren't training for war. And these guys been training for war for years. And now they're trying to get one going. And they have the Donald Trumps and the Stephen Miller and the Steve Bannon and all these guys. And these guys, Project 25, Russell Bolton, all these guys from Project 2025 who, you know, can actually say, yeah, let's do the Civil War thing. They're just waiting for the call. It's like back in the day. Remember the terror cells back in the day when ISIS used to come over here and they just worked. Even 9/11 guys, they were living in this country, working regular jobs, doing regular shit. You know, as soon as they got that call, they turned into terrorists. They stopped it. You know, it's the same thing with these guys. These guys live everyday normal lives. You know, mechanics, whatever. You know, they doing their jobs. As soon as they get that call, like you said, as soon as Donald Trump said, yeah, let's do this. This guy gonna go out and start killing people. And remember what Donald Trump said about the Proud Boys? Proud Boys stand by. That was his call right there. We didn't know what the Proud Boys was until he said that. And then they still voted him. That was the first term for, if I can remember. And they still voted. And they still voted.
That was doing wasn't that doing the insurrection or something?
Yeah, that was the first term.
That was the insurrection, yeah.
Proud Boys stand by. That was the first term. And after saying that, after him saying Proud Boys stand by, and the Proud Boys is a racist, white nationalist, malicious group, when he said that, he still got voted in to be president again. So what did that tell you? That tells you
like that.
We're outnumbered, not fiscally outnumbered. There's more of us than them. There's more people that don't want this country to be racist. There's more people that that will fight against Donald Trump of what he's trying to do to this country right now. The problem is, and like we said in our pre-show before the show, I was telling you guys, where are they? You know, where are the guys in the hood that shoot up each other every goddamn day with all these guns? Where they at? How come they not out getting ready to battle? I'm just saying, why they not out getting ready to battle? As Jay-Z said, why is George Zimmerman still walking the streets? We shoot each other every goddamn day, Tiffany. Every day we shoot each other. Now, where are these fucking gangbangers right now? We need them to come out and fight this war for us. They awfully silent. They awfully silent.
To fight this war for us.
Yeah, we're in a war, Tiffany. We're in a war. You can downplay it and pretend you in a safe spot in Brooklyn. Okay, cool. That's how you feel. But nobody's safe. Because as soon as Donald Trump tells that asshole yes, go do what you got to do. He ain't gonna start knocking on doors and shooting people that don't have guns. It'll be our grandmothers, our fathers, our mothers, our uncles, and people that don't have guns. Black people don't have a bunch of guns.
Message
I mean, we
of
have
the day:
guns.
do not open up no goddamn door to no white person. Okay.
But Tiffany, remember that guy that went to a supermarket and just started shooting people? That could
Listen,
be.
Facts.
I was very upset with that because
But I'm saying,
first
but
of
that
all, he
could
was
be.
stalking the whole community for at
But
least 2 days,
so yeah.
and
That's what you're right, Carl. So there's a lot of those guys out here, and there's a lot of Dylan Roofs out here. All these guys are out here, and they all got guns.
but
The guy that
again, we are
shot,
so welcoming. We so welcoming. We be just letting them in. We be feeding the devil. We be like, just come on
where
in and pray with us. Come eat with us. And when we do that, what happened? I'm telling you, we
that
have to
clip.
look at things differently. Don't let them in your
Just let me
place.
say. Let me say this before you pause me again. That clip, Carl, before you mute me, that clip that you played of that angry ass white lady who was saying that she's so angry she's angry about Charlie Kirk being killed. He was killed not by somebody on the left. He was killed by somebody on the right. But they're trying to find any excuse they can to start this civil war because they think this is what it's gonna get them their country back. They're not happy with the population of the Hispanics. They're not happy with the black people and our communities thriving. They're not happy with the black president that we had for 8 years. They're not happy with the black senators and the black doctors and the black lawyers and the black everybody that's thriving at the 400 years, like my man said, 400 years, and we're still passing your asses up.
Right.
You know, they're not happy watching the Super Bowl and not seeing Willie Nelson and seeing Jay-Z and Snoop Dogg. They don't want to see that shit. You know, so they're pissed off at they're pissed off at this country. Joe Biden, no matter what you think about him personally, he had the most diverse cabinet in presidential history, and more black people working for him than any other president ever. They don't like that either. He was one heartbeat away from a black woman being president. They can't have that again.
That's a whole nother story right there.
Yeah.
So we have a big fan. We have someone in the chat that's saying, "Stop obsessing over white people." And I'm gonna go to you, Brian. I mean, what we're talking about. Do you consider this obsessing over white people?
No, to him, my answer would be you first. You stop obsessing over black people. Because in all reality, black people just really want to be left alone. That's all we want. You guys can build your towns, you got these races. And again, when I say these things, I'm not talking to white people that have sense, non-racist white people. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones like this fool in the video, or that chick that was yelling and screaming like a moron before she found out that it was one of theirs. I'm talking about these people.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're not thinking about you. You're thinking about us. Because despite all of the stumbling blocks that you put in front of us, that have been put in front of us, we still make it. We still find our peace. We still find happiness. We still find everything until y'all bring y'all asses over to our communities. Kind of like Tiffany saying, we're so welcoming that we will just kind of open up. And then because you guys are obsessing over us, you come over and see what's going on and start messing things up. And so, yeah, this is in no way obsessing. If you know that there are people out there preparing and trying to stir up things so specifically so that they can come after you, it's not obsessing. It's just being aware of the foolishness that's out there. So
that's going on.
Yeah, I hear people like him say that, and I think it's funny. It's like, no, if you stop obsessing over us, everything will be fine. It's like the people that say get over slavery. We're not the ones that still carry Confederate flags.
Mm-hmm.
We're not the ones that are that are erecting statues to the Confederacy and then crying when they're being taken down. You stop obsessing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're not obsessing over anything. We are obsessing over ourselves.
Yeah, because 100%, I think it's them who are obsessing over us.
Yeah,
You know?
because we're not paying no
just
mind to them. Because
we just go about our day minding our own business, trying to do
Right.
what we done and
pay our bills, take care of our kids, protect our sons, protect our daughters. I mean, we're surviving, and yes, we all have survived everything, and we're gonna get through this. But it's gonna go through trials and tribulations, and this is what we're going through right now because we're finding out what people really feel. You understand? I already had an idea. I'm a Black American. I told you my ancestors, my grandmother, her mother was a slave. They were sharecroppers. I have proof to show. They think and feel and do. It's all different. We know that something is wrong. That's why I stay my distance. I'm not going to lie to you. I stay my distance. I don't want to fight. And yes, it's good white people out there that I'm friends with, we cool with. But regardless to what, if any of this happen, yes, you're going to have some that's going to stand by us. That will fight for us. And then you're going to have ones that you're going to find out that been on that side the whole daggone time. Okay? So watch yourself, people. That's my main thing. Watch yourself, protect yourself, because we're not really worrying about them. We're trying to survive out here.
Yeah. Let me show this video to remind these people as to who which group has the killers and which group has the peacemakers.
We use words, they use bullets.
This is the man who shot Charlie Kirk. This is the man who shot Trump. This is the man who killed Melissa Hortman. This is the man who tried to kill John Hoffman. This is the man who tried to kill Paul Pelosi. This is the man who killed an Obama-appointed judge's son. This is the man who hired hitmen to kill Democrats. This is the man who ran over a left-wing activist and killed her. This is the man responsible for the Austin bombing. This is the man who sent pipe bombs to Obama, Biden, and Hillary Clinton. This is the man who shot Gabby Gifford. This is the man who tried to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Oh, and this man, and this man, and this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, this man, and this man. This is the man who set Josh Shapiro's house on fire. This is the Oklahoma bomber. This is his accomplice. These are just a few of the men who beat police officers on January 6th. I can think of a few things they have in common, and it's not the way they use their words or their left-wing politics.
Right. Despite, I think someone once said it's some kind of Jedi mind trick that they try to play on Black people, right? And this is just facts in history. White people have been the most destructive, the most evil, the most, right? They're just most horrendous when it comes to crimes. But yet still, they're the ones that lock their car door when they see you and I coming, Brian or Tiffany, right? They're locking their, how would it, I just can't understand. Like, what are they, like, they're trying to make me feel like I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. Like, you don't think I saw the lynching?
That is a pure narcissist. That is a bad. You ever been in a relationship where they say you didn't really see me sleep with that girl, and that girl be right there in that damn face? You understand? That's how America is with us. We're in a bad relationship with them. We're getting over it. You understand what I'm saying? We just being cordial right now, and that's what they think. They want us to act like we can't see through our lying eyes.
Yeah,
we see
gaslighting.
it right in our face. We see it. We feel it. We know it.
Yeah, I mean, we had Jeffrey Dahmer eating people, right? But yet,
and Black people at that, he like dark meat,
right? But yet, still, they try to make us feel like we are the ones we are to be feared. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I think it was Ari Spears that said one of the greatest tricks that white America has pulled is making people think that we are the most violent people out there when it's them who have caused a lot of these atrocities. And me being in the Bay, you have it's everybody out here says this, including white people. They're like, look, no, this has been our culture that has done this, but that's the Bay. The Bay is unique in that regard. But yeah, it's projection. That's what it is. They're projecting the things about their culture on that they don't like or may be embarrassed of or don't want to accept. They project it off on us. You guys are killing each other. You guys are committing all the crimes. When if you look at FBI.gov, it tells you that white people commit more crimes than all other ethnic groups combined. But they want to focus. Yeah, but they want to focus on
us.
They want to focus on us. And it's not, and you said it's more of them. There's not more of them. That's why they're in such an uproar. Their numbers have dropped. The only ones concerned about that, though, is them. We're not trying to, you don't have black folks running around trying to, well, their numbers are dropping. Let's get them. Latinos ain't around here doing it.
We don't care about that.
We're like, look, we just want to be left alone. We've been through 400 years of bullshit with y'all. We don't feel like being bothered. It's them that's doing this. So they're just projecting. There's a lot of projection that they do on us.
Yeah. I mean, and now there's a rap song about lynching. It's ironic that these white boys are using a genre of music that was created 100% by black people, and now they're against us. Right.
And I blame the hip hop community. I'm sorry. I said it, and I'm from New York. I blame the hip hop community. Yeah, because when y'all allowed, we should have gatekeeped it. I'm sorry. They gatekeep their stuff. Why we couldn't have gatekeep hip hop?
Look how look like, okay, first of all, country music is not white music, but of course white people took it over and now it's considered white music. But Beyonce did a country album, which was very, was damn near the best thing. But look how they kept her out, how they're keeping her out. They're not even, like how don't even try to, we don't care how good your album is. You're black. We don't want you.
Yeah, listen, when the Dukes of Hazzard guy said that she's like a dog peeing on everything, I was done. What's the guy from Dukes of Hazzard?
John Schneider.
I was horrified.
Idiot.
I said, this son of a Brooklyn Bridge. Like, for real?
Right.
Yeah. Kev, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I didn't know. I thought I was muted.
Right.
Yeah, I thought I was muted. Can you hear me? That video that you played, Carl. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that video you played could have went on for another 3 or 4 minutes, but you didn't, go into all the mass shooters at schools, all the serial killers, I mean, she could have went on for another 4 minutes posting pictures.
Part 1, 2, 3.
yeah, exactly. She left out so many white murderers. It's not even funny. I mean, she did a good job on that video, but there's so much more, like, all the mass shooters and stuff, and all the shooters and stuff like that. But you're right, man. That's where we are, man. So there's nothing. They're not going to face the music that is them. They're going to continue to try to point the fingers at now the left. Now here's a problem. Now they're putting left white people in the same boat with black people. So now it's just the lefties now. Everybody's left now. It's not just black.
He's left.
Yeah, everybody's leftist. Yeah. So leftists mean anybody who's not with them. So if you're white and you're not with them, you're leftist. If you're black and you're not with them, you're leftist. If you're black, you're no matter what. But yeah, it's now left versus right.
Titles. I don't like these titles.
Me either. I don't like them. Yeah, it's division because nobody. One of my Facebook friends called me a lefty. Somebody I've been knowing for 30 years. Somebody I've been knowing for 30. I go, wait a minute. I'm no longer Kevin Lee. I'm now a lefty.
I'm about to say a lefty.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I thought my name was Kevin. How did I turn into a lefty? Right. So now that Trump's in office, I'm a lefty. But all these years, you know me as Kevin. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play some of this rap song, And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about this, the guy Trey Reed, who was found lynched. But, you know.
Listen, I wanted to say something. It's a podcaster, and I have to give him a shout out. His name is Amazing Lucas. He was on the Piers Morgan show. And they tried to comfort him, about Mr. Charlie Kirk. And he said he as a man, instead of coming for black people with crime, he said he should have focused more on young white people and their crime, especially dealing with the mass shootings. And that is such a message. Instead of coming for us, we have to work on these young people that are going out there and committing crimes and killing people in these schools and stuff. It's horrible.
Yeah. All right, here's the video, the rap. I don't know if it made it all the way to number 1.
You said made it to number 1 on what?
That's funny.
and well, in the backwoods of Georgia, I'm sure it's number 1.
Okay, let's wait. And this. You wait a minute. This is some white boys that's doing.
Yeah. Some white
okay,
boys.
let's see it. We see what you gonna put up. You probably get copyright infringements for this shit.
Well, I'm gonna play a 22-minute version, not the longer version. So hopefully 22 seconds.
You said 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
Nobody got 22 minutes to be listening to no racist.
Seconds.
You got to give us 1 minute and a half.
All right.
We need a big tall tree and a short piece of rope. Hang them up high at sundown. Leave them swinging so the folks all know you don't mess around in our town.
All right, here's a little bit more.
Whoa, we need a big tall tree and a short piece of rope. Hang them up high at sundown. Leave them swinging so the folks all know you don't mess around in our town. A big tall tree and a short piece of rope. Hang them up high at sundown. Leave them swinging so the folks all know you don't mess around in our town.
Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. But if you do, bitch, we'll hang you in a fucking field. We don't.
Wow.
You need a big tree and a short piece of rope.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that earlier this week. Yeah, nothing that people like that do surprises me, especially being somebody that is from the South originally. That's stuff that they love to do to stir themselves up and to rile themselves up and to just basically get some shit started. That's what they're wanting to do. And it's definitely something to be aware of. You know, the fact that it is not, I don't see anyone coming out and condemning it. You know, they lowered the damn flags half-mast and they're trying to have a makeshift holiday and everything for Charlie Kirk, and they then took Jimmy Kimmel off TV for saying a joke. But I don't hear anybody condemning this. I mean, he's probably this is probably his 15 minutes of fame. He'll probably never do anything much after this, but no one's really talking about it. A lot of the people that want to focus on why black people aren't mad about Charlie Kirk, they're not saying anything about this because a lot of them they're just itching and just waiting for something to happen. So be aware of it. Don't walk around afraid and scared to leave your house because of this fool, but definitely be aware that, yeah, there are people out there who are thinking like this, but that's been our existence in America. We've always had to deal with people who think like this.
Yeah. I mean,
that is true.
You probably could, well, I've said this on the show before, we could not get a group of black people together to go anywhere in a white neighborhood or where white people are and harass them or do them any harm. But I guarantee you get a group of white boys sitting around, listening to that song, drinking some bit, and somebody, hey, let's go kill some Negroes, right? I guarantee you would get some, you know what I mean? They would get some people together to
Yeah,
go.
because they was trained to do that is in their DNA, and we was not trained to do to attack or kill white people. That wasn't in our DNA. And still to this day that's not in our DNA. But I don't believe that our people is going to just sit there and allow somebody to come and hurt them and abuse them. And that rapper, did you see him in the army fatigue? He looked like he been watching Rick Ross and they look like they've been watching black people all their life rap. And
Yeah,
y'all trying to be like
they
us?
can't even come up with something original.
Original, nothing.
You got
Nobody
to come
can.
up. You have to borrow from our form of
Culture.
expression, our culture, right? To say something. I mean, it's like these fools playing, Sam Cooke over Charlie Kirk. It's like, come on, y'all. So it's like you guys are pathetic with that. These
Yeah.
racists.
Well, they are doing that. You're comparing Charlie Kirk to Dr. Martin Luther King
Yeah,
Jr.
well, first of all, they
Yeah.
can't do that. We already know that. We already know. Us as black people, white people in their eyes can compare, but it would never compare.
I've seen so
We
many posts.
already know.
Yeah, so many posts on Facebook with their face side by side, and it's so disturbing to see.
No, it's very
Disgusting.
disturbing. And I heard that his daughter said something about it. Please
Yeah.
do not do that. First of all, Martin Luther King was murdered for talking about civil rights for black people. I mean, come on, stop. And it's just a lie. They
So,
need to stop.
All right,
somebody on TikTok had a great line, real quick. They said, the only thing Charlie Kirk and Martin Luther King have in common is they were both killed by a white man.
And shot in their necks. Okay?
true.
It's just that we were able, it's like I said last week, I never thought of comparing. I thought more of, oh my gosh, this is what it looked like when Martin Luther King lost his life. You understand? From somebody shooting from far away and he lost his life. You understand? It's just horrible.
Right.
All right, so while we're on this topic, let's give a little bit, and then we're going to go to Trey Reed. But the 95 Democrats who voted, who voted to honor Charlie Kirk? That's just beyond me. I don't know
Yeah.
how that is so like.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed.
Why y'all disappointed? They are working for a corporation. They have to vote for who they know they're not gonna get no trouble with. You understand? Some people we already know Jasmine Crockett wasn't going for it. Okay, we already know she's not going for it. But I'm not surprised at Hakeem Jeffries. We got to remember, in their eyes, somebody was murdered. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I probably think
They're
they
being
did it.
politicians.
Yes,
Yeah.
they being politics. Thank you. You said it. They can call. After you. They just being politicians.
Right.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to say this with my whole chest this morning because this got me all fucked up. Cory Booker, senator from New Jersey, and 94 other Democrats voted to make, I believe, October 14th, like National Charlie Kirk Day. Anybody from New Jersey, please get your shit together to primary Cory Booker. I'm sick of his performative bullshit, acting like he's all mad, but then turn around and capitulate with the Republicans to make a person who wasn't a good person, who was a white nationalist, to have his own day. Yeah, no. I'm not down with that. Yeah. He has to go.
Democrats voting to honor Charlie Kirk on October 14th, which also happens to be George Floyd's birthday, is fucking sickening, bro. Hakeem Jeffries, you don't think we remember? You voted to honor Charlie Kirk, but you can't endorse Zohran Mamdani in New York City? 95 Democrats voted yes to honor Charlie Kirk on October 14th. I feel like all I post about is Democrats having no fucking backbone. Sarah McBride, the first transgender member of Congress, literally voted to honor Charlie Kirk, bro. What's going on? Like, you're literally voting for somebody who was transphobic. How does it make sense? Like, if this doesn't piss Democrats off around the country, I don't know what the fuck will. These people are choosing to honor one of the most vile members of the media in the last however long. I'm not even going to get into that, bozo, but whatever, bro. Vote them out.
I mean, doesn't it make you think that a lot of these Democrats are, when people say Democrat, Republican, it's all the same, don't make no difference to you. It makes you think that that's true, right? I mean, like.
No, it is. I think it's true. You know, me and Kev always argue about it, but listen to this coincidence. George Floyd is born on October 14th, and Mr. Kirk is born on October 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They have
crazy.
they share the same birthday. Isn't that a
That's
coincidence?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
As far as I'm concerned, that's George Floyd Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I might go out and just be that type of guy that I get a T-shirt made, go buy me a George Floyd T-shirt and everything, because they I think I said this last week, they are used to us as Black Americans just falling in step when there is something arises that they feel is a crisis.
Yeah, we gotta cry when Master cry.
Right. Thank you. Right.
Oh, we gotta cry, Master. No, no.
So they want us like Stephen and Django, Calvin, no, and then holding him, after he got shot. No, this man was vile when it came to us, and just the things that he said, just about Black men, Black women. There is no way I am honoring him. I did not want to see that man go out like he did. But
none of us did. None of us don't wish no death like that.
I went and made something to eat after it happened. That was.
Yeah, we don't wish death on people. We not like that. We're not that type of people. We was not raised like that, and our parents didn't raise us to hate white people. We didn't have time for hate because we was busy paying. I keep telling we was busy paying bills, trying to survive in this systematic America. That's what we've been doing.
It seems like Republicans make decisions and do stuff and don't care who like them. This is the way we are. They're hardline. But the Democrats, they're trying to get everybody to like them. You know what I mean? They don't want to piss anybody off. They try to walk that thin line. They want to make
trying to get reelected.
Yeah, and again, this is politics.
Right.
This is politics. This is politics. We got to understand that everything happens for a reason. Once you sign those papers that you're a part of something, you either got to go along with it. You got to remember, Mr. Jeffries is high up on certain things, and Mr. Cory Booker. So they had to. Now you got the sisters. The sisters in the Senate is not voting for it. You understand what I'm saying? They like, no, we're not voting for it. But again, think about it. Just like how Mr. Kirk felt about us, what about all those statues that's been up that they done took down? And we got a lot of them took down, and they're putting them back up. They didn't like us. You understand? But they salute them and honor them. I'm not surprised at the numbers. I'm not surprised on who voted on it. Again, that was one of their constituents, meaning close to Trump. And that's why he's getting this honor day.
But that is.
Well, they need to be held accountable for it because, Cory Booker has aspirations to become a president. And I think this is going to hurt him. Hurt him with me because he won't get my vote.
No.
I'll go independent before I pull a level for him now.
Yeah. Him and Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries still sends me text messages because I donated to something a while back, and he won't get another dime.
And you want to hear something that they are part of my community. Hakeem Jeffries, shout out to Nikki Lucas and Mr. Banks. They did a big thing for Brooklyn. They had free concerts and it was a success. But I know them, they are cool, again, when they said Hakeem Jeffries, he was a part of it. I'm not surprised. He is a part of the politics. They have to deal with things differently. We're not going to do it. We're not signing no petition for it, but
So
he
They
is a
don't
part
have.
of
They
a.
don't have to. They don't have to do that. They
He
got to stay
don't, but
true.
it
You
happened.
know, and then we let it go because they're not like their phone should be their office tomorrow morning should be flooded the same way they're flooding everybody's boycotting and flooding the shit out of ABC right now and Disney and who everybody's dropping their Hulu account because of what happened to Jimmy Kimmel. Millions of people
I'm about to
dropped
shut
it.
it down too. That was horrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut ours down. I like Hulu, but I'm not supporting them for
I'm not
if they're gonna.
supporting
I
either.
canceled all of
I'm
it.
not supporting. Yeah, I'm gonna
Hulu,
cancel mine.
Disney Plus,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
cancel all
all
that
that
shit, man.
stuff
I'm not
is going to
supporting
get
them,
canceled.
and they lost millions of dollars. But Hakeem Jeffries,
2.7 billion.
Hakeem Jeffrey, and Cory Booker's office line should be blowing up so much tomorrow morning that they had to take the phone off the damn hook. Because people should be calling that office and emailing them and bitching at them like crazy. Let them hear how pissed off we are that they did this bullshit. But it's not going to happen because we're more excited about any video on TikTok or any trend on TikTok or any music thing that's happening online. We're passionate about that, but we're not passionate about going after these people. Let's let a new dance phase come on TikTok next week. Everybody in the country be doing it, but we can't get
So we are
10
easily.
million people to call that man's office tomorrow and bitch him out for doing that stupid shit he did.
No,
Excuse my language.
people are talking about it because I've been seeing it. People, some people voice their opinion, and then you got to remember, people can't say nothing because y'all work for corporate and y'all asses will get fired.
That is true. But you can call Cory Booker's office tomorrow. I wish we had a number we could have posted up. You can call his office tomorrow. And his secretary will answer. And once they get enough calls coming in, and it might happen. There might be a lot of calls coming in to his office tomorrow, and Hakeem Jeffries. They'll get
But
the
do you
message.
really? The question
And they're on
is,
social
do we
media.
really
They're also,
care?
do we
really
care?
care?
We're talking about it, so we must care.
No, I really don't.
We do care that Charlie Kirk is getting honored the way he's getting honored. He's a white supremacist, a white nationalist, and he's being only reason he's getting this love is because Trump was in office. Because if Biden was in office and this happened, he wouldn't be getting this type of attention. Not from the White House.
Go ahead, Brian.
Right?
Yeah, what I was going to ask, just kind of along the lines of what Tiffany was saying, do you think that playing those types of political games are beneficial? Because, and the only reason I'm asking, I'm not saying beneficial to us as people, but I'm talking about, well, in the long run, it might be for us because a person like him is just trying to stay elected. So, Tiffany, are you saying that he's just playing the game?
Yes.
Hey,
Sometimes
Brian.
you have
But
to.
where does that ever get us? I guess that's my
made it
question.
this far. Let me tell you something. I've been seeing him since I was a young girl and know his family. They're very on point. They're conscious people. I think that it's just a part of the plan and certain things you have to deal with. He can't do anything. Trump is running this. You understand? He done took over everything. So, and the Republicans is in charge. So they're gonna vote this in, and it's nothing that we can do. It's nothing that we can do. It's nothing that we can fight for. We got other stuff. Don't we gotta pay some bills?
Hey, you know what? You know what though, guys? Sometimes you gotta take a stand. Now, Jasmine Crockett is probably not. Jasmine Crockett is not bowing down. Why are we being saved by black women? Black women's always saving our ass. Where are the strong ass men at? Where's the strong black men at?
But wait a
Jasmine
minute, you want
Crockett,
us to stand up now.
Jasmine Crockett is in the front of, she's giving these Republicans hell. But she's only one woman, and she's giving them hell every day.
Listen,
where's our strong? Oh, yes, we do. Where's our strong black men at?
Listen, we salute and honor her, but that's what they want us to do. They want us to come out in the street so they can sit the army on us. No, I'm not. I don't want my.
I ain't saying nothing about going out in the street, Tiffany. I'm just talking about Tiffany. I'm not talking about going out in the street. I'm just talking about a strong voice like Jasmine Crockett. Where's our black men that have the strong voice like this woman does? She is out there putting her ass on the line every day, fighting these Republicans. Where's our strong black men at?
Listen, you 100% right. Cardi B just put it in her album. We want to feel like we're protected. But right now, I don't know. These men is really not doing it right now. And then you got to remember, too, nobody want to get assassinated. Soon as you start standing up, boop, you're gone. Or you fall off or something. Or
I guarantee you, Jasmine Crockett gets death threats every day. And she's still out there. And she's out there every day. And that hasn't slowed her down one bit.
Yeah, you're right.
And she lives in Texas, of all places, an open carry state. Every time she walks out her door, her ass is on the line, and that ain't slowed her down one bit.
She spends money on security. She has to have security, especially ever since this thing done happened. You know,
yes.
With this man, it's just a lot. You know, it's a lot for her. But as you said, she's still standing strong. She's still saying what she needs to say. But again,
our black men are failing us once again. Our black men are failing us. You're right, Tiff. Nobody wants to catch a bullet. Al Sharpton don't want to catch a bullet. I get it. Nobody wants to catch a bullet. You know, because that's the end game, I guess. Catching a bullet. Nobody wants to catch a bullet. Nobody wants to be the next Malcolm X and Dr. King. I respect that. But we got to have somebody strong to fight back other than this one woman by herself.
It's going to take a white person to be able to put their own white people in their place. I'm tired of trying to explain. It's in the history books. It's all over the place what has happened over the past 400 years to us. And if they don't get it or understand the story of us and this America, how it came along, what else can we do but survive and do what we got to do?
They get it. They get it. They get it 100%. Just like this, you got some troll in here on the comments. They understand.
Is it once again? Because he's a troll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a troll. Just ignore him.
Yeah. So he's a troll.
I don't know why you ain't blocked him yet. Block him. We don't have to see him.
Right, but you got people like that regardless of what you say, this troll will do nothing but disagree. So it is not my responsibility, as you said, Tiffany, to explain anything to you. You know the history of this country. It's your history. You've made the history books. You know what there is. So, it's with you saying it's going to take a white person to put them in their place. Yeah, they'll listen to each other, but I don't expect much. I just
basically we're saying that it's a lost cause. Like, I mean, Kevin is saying who else is fighting but Jasmine. We need more people.
Yeah.
Backbone. I mean, Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries, they all act like they talk tough. But I'm sure behind closed doors, they're kissing and hugging the Republicans. And I mean, they're kissing and hugging. So how can you trust?
They all are friends.
Like,
yeah, we can't trust them at this point, man. Can't trust them.
You're telling me that you know what Charlie Kirk was all about. You saw the videos, you heard the things he said, and you're still gonna vote for a day to honor Charlie Kirk? But why not honor David Duke? Honor Adolf Hitler? Honor the KKK?
Just don't vote. Just let no answer is an answer.
Man, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. Jasmine Crockett and Joy Reid are out front for us, And that lady lost her job. She was making $4 million a year at MSNBC. She's still doing her thing. She's making some money right now, I'm sure. But she was making like $4 million salary a year at MSNBC. She got fired, right? But because she was speaking out against Trump every night. Even Jimmy Kimmel, who's worth a lot of money, a lot more money than $4 million a year, he was speaking out against Trump every night. That's why they kicked Trump, the other comedian that got kicked out late night. He was in Trump's ass every night. Another guy.
It was that serious. You thought it was that, like what he said. I heard.
No,
worse.
it wasn't about the one line what he said. It's about his whole body of work. He's been in Trump's ass every night for what, 8 years now. So It wasn't just that little piece, that little thing he said. There was nothing bad about that. But he jokes on Trump every night. Colbert jokes on Trump every night. The other guy, I can't think of his name right now. Patricia watches him all the time. He comes on after Fallon. He jokes on Trump. His whole monologue is on Trump and his administration because his administration is a joke. It's a joke.
Lawrence O'Donnell on MSNBC.
Oh no, Lawrence don't joke. Lawrence is serious, and that's another white guy that's in our corner. Lawrence O'Donnell is not playing. I'm surprised Trump ain't gone after him yet, but it's something going on that he hasn't gone after him yet because they never hear Trump ever mention Lawrence O'Donnell's name. And Lawrence O'Donnell has always got his foot on Trump's neck. So I don't know why he hasn't gone after that guy yet. But the other guy's a late night comedian that comes on.
He's going over his list and he is checking off people. I heard he tried to get Letitia James out of there and they denied him.
He just something just went past today. It was breaking news or something today that he's gonna fire that guy that didn't want to bring charges and put another guy in to bring charges. So he's going after her really hard right now.
Listen,
and that's another lady. Hey Tiffany, that's another lady. That's another lady. That makes my point. Letitia James, Joy Reid, Jasmine Crockett. Those are the people that have been out front going after Trump. As far as black people, those three women. Where's our men at? Somebody please give me an answer.
I don't know. You a man. You should know where they at. You find out where the hell they at. I don't know.
Listen, I personally, I think the Republican men and the Democratic men, I think the cameras, when the lights are out and the cameras go off, I think they hang out. They probably go to each other's house. They probably, talk on the phone and have a good laugh because there's no way you can tell me you know what Charlie Kirk's about and you can honor him. How can you honor Charlie Kirk? Like, what black person in their right mind could honor Charlie Kirk? We know what he said. We heard it. We seen it. Jesus Christ. I mean,
I'll tell you the type of black man that can honor Charlie Kirk. It's typically your conservative Christian black man. And I'm not saying anything about Christianity. I'm just talking about the conservative Christian black man.
That's white nationalism. That's white nationalism.
That's white nationalism.
Right. Exactly. That's white nationalism is different than Christian. I mean, they hijack Christianity, but they're white nationalists, and they just hide behind the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They're using that as a scapegoat for their racism. Brian, I mean, cut you off. You know what I'm saying?
No, you good. You good. You're saying exactly what I was going to say. It's that type of person that they.
But all of these black politicians, the people who voted for them are black, right? So Hakeem Jeffries, I'm sure he's from a district that's mostly black. Cory Booker, same thing. So you're not thinking about the people that put you where you are when you could. You know what I mean? You could give Charlie. When Charlie Kirk said so many horrible things about black people and the black people that voted for you, you give this man a day. You honor this man in a day. Like, makes no sense. Like,
no.
I think they take their vote. And a lot of people say this about Democrats. And everybody that watches your show and everybody know me know I go hard for the Democrats. But I'm extremely sitting here right now, extremely disappointed in this conversation, and I'm really angry at this whole thing, man. So. At the end of the day, man, this is very disappointing. I don't even know what to say. I'm pissed off. is ridiculous.
It is, and if you're black and you are memorializing Charlie Kirk, you are doing that to curry favor with white people, with white people in authority in positions of authority. That's what you're doing it to, and it goes back to being baffled as to why these racist white men are mad. It's like, okay, people are doing things. You've got black folks, some Latino folks too, and all these people that are trying to gain favor with you. That's why, because any thinking black person will, even if they have made it, you will look at the state of Black America and understand that there is something against us. And you will look at, there's something working against us, rather. And so you look at a Charlie Kirk and the things that he said, there's no way that you can say that he was for us. So you doing that, you're trying to gain favor. That's all you're trying to do, and you're selling the rest of us out to do it.
And Hakeem, his name is Hakeem. Hakeem, hold on, let me say this real quickly, Carl. I'm sorry, but first of all, Hakeem Jeffries know better than anybody that Charlie Kirk said Dr. King was an awful person and shouldn't have a holiday. He also said that the Civil Rights Bill shouldn't have been passed. Those two things right there are unforgivable. Because if you don't want the civil rights, if you against the Civil Rights 1968 Civil Rights Bill, that means that you're suggesting that white only bathrooms and water fountains are okay. Segregation, everything that the Civil Rights Bill brought black people to, he's basically saying, F that, it should have never happened. and he's saying Dr. King don't deserve a holiday. And he said that we shouldn't celebrate which come either, like Juneteenth. That shouldn't be celebrated. That shouldn't be. He has a video saying it's Juneteenth. I'm on my way to work. Did y'all see that video?
I saw
that. He's sitting in his car. He said today is June 10th. I'm on my way to work. That was just a slap in the face to all those people, our ancestors, who had to continue to work as slaves even though we were free, and they didn't know it. And that was a slap in the face to all those people when he said that.
You gotta remember too, a lot we are not at the level of these politicians. We don't know what's going on behind those closed doors. Okay. Yes, it is, him being on it again. We don't know what's going on the other side, on the other side. But it's a reason for all things. And you gotta remember, he's gone now. He's passed away now. You understand? And because he made such a difference, as we see, we're learning a lot, okay? And he was very vocal. I'm not surprised at them doing this or them making this choice, and predominantly almost all of the Democrats. I think only maybe about 25, 30 of them didn't vote on it or something like that. But listen, we got bigger fish to
those are 25 I
like.
I'm with you, Cap. Yeah, those are 25 I like.
He said that's the only 25 I like.
That's 25 I like. The ones that didn't vote.
Paul, you better put up the list of the 25 people that didn't vote for it.
No, we need to put the list of the 25 of the 95 that did vote. That's the list we need to see, so we know who to hold accountable. So if you're in New York and I got to vote for you, you ain't getting my vote. and Cory Booker run for president. I'm going independent on that one, and I hate independent because all that do is put the other guy back. The Republicans in the White Independents always put the Republicans in the White House. You know that. So it's the dumbest thing ever. It just pissed me off, man. Cory Booker knows better, man. He know better.
Do you think if Louis Farrakhan passed away, God forbid, anytime soon, that Republicans will honor him? If Democrats say
no,
do you think they will honor?
Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. we can't even get it. Do we? I mean, we just getting a Malcolm X Day. Malcolm X is just starting to get a little love, a little love. He still don't get the love he deserved, but he's starting to get a little recognition on his birthday. I started noticing on his birthday now, and a lot of it has to do with social media now, that he's starting to get some recognition on his birthday and on the anniversary of his passing.
His recognition
It's not what King's is, but he's getting some love now. So I'm happy to see Malcolm starting to get a little.
Spike Lee did Malcolm X.
But even after that movie, he still didn't get the love he's getting now, Tiff. I'm talking about he's getting mentioned on national news stations now. Like,
you know why?
Malcolm X 10 years ago wasn't mentioned on.
When they did that documentary on Netflix, who killed Malcolm X, and Cory Booker was in the video. Did y'all know that? So that's
I saw that.
Him different.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So go ahead, buddy.
No, I was just saying, and with Malcolm, he doesn't get the love that King got because they were afraid of Malcolm. But when you look at why they were afraid of Malcolm, it's ridiculous. They tried to paint him out to be this vigilante, the picture of him standing with the rifle, all he was saying was defending himself. And if you think about that, and this takes us to the Panther Party. They were afraid not of black people attacking them. They were upset that black people were not letting that we stopped letting ourselves be attacked. They were afraid because black people said, we're going to defend ourselves.
Stand up for ourselves.
I was just about to say something similar, Brian. I was about to say, all my years in this country, I have realized that racist white people get scared when they can't control black people. As soon as they feel they have lost control, they can't tell you what to do, where to go, what to think, what to do, then they get very scared. But if they feel like they have control of you, then they're comfortable. I think it was Paul Mooney, Kev, who did a joke, who said,
yes.
In a way, it wasn't part of the plan, slavery.
Get away with part of the plan,
yeah.
Hey, so Malcolm, going back to Malcolm real quickly, I just want to say that Malcolm was very powerful, his voice very powerful. But somebody made a very good point. I think it was Dick Gregory that said Malcolm was assassinated. He was speaking in a room, in a dingy ballroom for less than 80 people. Like, how much power did he have? Like, Charlie Kirk was in front of 3,000 people when he was killed. Malcolm X was speaking for less than 80 people on the day he was killed. Like, he didn't have large crowds, like Dr. King had large crowds when he spoke. But Malcolm, after he left the nation, he didn't have large crowds. All he had was 50 people here, 40 people here, 30 people there. That's the point that I think Dick Gregory was saying. He wasn't drawing in hundreds of people. So why were they so afraid of this guy when he was assassinated, talking in front of maybe 65 people, if that many, in that dingy ballroom, is what they say.
He already had made a difference. He already had made a difference. He already had made a change. His voice was already spoken. He spoke. And he also raised up almost 100% of members went to the Nation of Islam just by his voice. So, yeah, that was the ending of his life, when he started seeing people for who they are and what was really going on. And what happens when you get more knowledge, your circle gets smaller. That's what happens.
And also with Malcolm too, if I remember correctly, he had began to approach the UN about bringing charges against the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good move.
All right, we're gonna move on to Trey Reed. We're gonna give him some love before we wrap this up. If you didn't know, Trey Reed is was he a college student, Tiff? I'm not.
Yes.
Okay, Trey Reed is from Grenada, Mississippi. I think he's about 21, 22, if I'm correct. This was his first year in I think is Delta University or something like that.
Delta State.
Delta State University in Mississippi, not far away from where Emmett Till was murdered at. His parents said that he was just there no more than a month. This was his first time. He was very excited to go and be a part of school. This school is not a HSBCU. It's a predominantly 50, they said it's about 50 to 55% white people that is in the school. Also he was unalived on the 100th anniversary of the school. They called his parents and told these all everything that I got on the news and the lawyers and what they were saying. They said that they called the parents and told the parents he actually was found in his bed. But the media wound up getting in contact with them to say that he was found hanging from a tree near the pickle booth or pickle something
Pickleball.
area, whatever the case may be. So it was a lot of information that was going back and forth. The cousin came out and said that he had broken legs, broken arms. How can he be able to do that? So now they finally came back with the coroner office saying it was none of that, which to be honest, we can't trust everything that system says. I'm sorry. If y'all
No.
look at Emmett Till's picture, that is Mississippi, okay? And this is from 70 years ago. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't believe any of that. I think Kev had mentioned earlier today that what's his name? Combatrick is
Colin Kaepernick.
actually, yeah,
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick, sorry, oops. Kaepernick is going to be assisting with doing a second autopsy.
Yeah, he's putting his
Also,
money up. He's putting
Yeah,
his
he's
money
paying
up for
for it.
have a second autopsy on the body. Yes,
right.
he's paying
All of
for
this
it.
stuff is alleged. This is what we're hearing. That's on the media. So that's what they're waiting for now, the release of the body, so they can be able to find out what really happened. Because I'm very confused, and I'm hearing people, oh, it wasn't a lynching. He killed himself. Black men kill themselves. They do it, and I'm like, this is a lie. I really don't think that he just said, okay, let me do this. I just went to school and to do this. So, his family needs answers, and it's something that we need to really worry and think about. We have to protect our young people.
Yeah.
All right, so here's
Yes.
a video on Trey Reed.
Forget all the Charlie Kirk situation right now. Let's go down to Mississippi. The name Trayvon Reed needs to ring all over the United States right now. 1, that is my cousin. 2, this is the second incident that has occurred within the last 5 years at this campus. Delta State University has had a run-in with me and their policemen. They tried to lock me up for no reason, and it didn't succeed in their favor. I went on a 9-month probation, and that's it. This year, just today, it was reported that my cousin was found hanging from a tree, and they trying to rule it as a suicide. Now, I just got off the phone with one of my cousins. She said she seen the reports, and it said that he was beaten and bruised. Both his arms was broken, and he had a broken leg. I'm gonna let y'all do the math. Now, this school has history for being racist. Even going all the way back to the 1980 situation that happened with the sit-in. I love to refer to that situation because that was one of the significant situations that happened with one of the black revolts that happened at this school. But still, I'm trying to be composed in this video, and I'm trying to keep it all together. But it's a lot of shit that happens on that campus that don't nobody do shit about. It was incidents before my big incident happened, and that I reported that nobody did nothing about. Somebody tried to report me for a hate crime, and they was the one being homophobic, transphobic, and being racist. And they was trying to lock me up until I had multiple people come out and speak against him. There was an incident that I reported that it was a group of white students in a white truck while I was a freshman. They yelled at me and my friends and called us a bunch of monkeys. Please do a deep dive on this. Please, 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 please do your research on this. Do not let them sweep nothing else under the rug. Enough is enough. It is 2025, And bullshit after bullshit after bullshit is still getting fed to us. Enough is enough. We gotta wrap it up.
Yesterday morning, Monday morning, there were 2 black men that were hung by a tree. Neither one of them is getting national media attention, and neither one of them is being investigated properly. But neither one of them was a fucking suicide. Trey Reed was found at Delta State University. His cousin has stated that he was found with 2 broken arms and a broken leg, and he was beaten. And they are saying that there was no foul play. And then Corey Zucatis, apologies if I'm pronouncing that last name wrong, was found near a Mirastar casino, both of them being in Mississippi. And for Corey as well, they're saying that no foul play has been found. You're telling me there's no fucking cameras? On a college campus, there's no cameras? Huh? And this is what folks mean when they say Charlie Kirk's fucking words are violent, are fucking dangerous. Because the second after that no gum ass bitch died, the folks on the right are targeting HBCUs, targeting black people. And then a couple days later, 2 black men are hung by a fucking tree. Coinky dink? I think the fuck not. But say their fucking names because we know the media outlets won't. Them labeling these lynchings as self-inflicted suicide, they won't need to report it ever again. They won't have to bring it into the national fucking media outlets. The story will become dead and no justice will be served because these are not suicides.
I mean, clearly, these are not suicide. Well, as Kev said, black people do not have a history of putting the rope up in the tree and hanging themselves.
No.
It wasn't happen. I've never seen it. You know, where I'm from in the Caribbean, we don't see it there. And Kevin and Tiffany and Brian are saying it doesn't happen. Black people, I'm not saying black people don't commit suicide, but it's not a thing in our community. And they're saying this Trey had broken legs, bruised body. But Tiffany, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the deputy of this, the sheriff of this town, black? I think I saw a black man as the sheriff, right?
First of all, you already know they put a signature black man in front of anything that happens dealing with black, because they do not want to have the fingers pointed towards them at all. I saw a little bit of it again. You try to just wait for more of the evidence to come out to see what's gonna come out. And when I heard them say that they told the parents he was in the bed, and then all of a sudden now he was hanging on a tree, like, what are y'all doing? Y'all doing cover-ups? They did the same thing with the Emmett Till thing. It's like a part of their playbook. And this happened 70 years ago, so they've been doing this for a minute. But they wanted to bury Emmett Till before he even got to his mother, and told that they wasn't going to send him. They was just going to bury. They dig the grave already. And she was like, no, send my son back. People got together and they put their money together and they sent for her son. So my thing is, I need more information. The campus has cameras all over the place. It has to have some type of imaging on what's going on. The same thing, you remember the 2 twins that they said just went up on the hill and killed themselves and put themselves in a ritualistic position. No. I mean, a lot of this is really deep. It's really deep, and it's really sad to know that people today still feel like they can either do this to us, or let's talk about this. We need to deal with mental illness. Mental health awareness. If you got people out here committing these crimes, these young people, or you got people killing themselves like this, why are we not fighting more for mental health awareness? Why are we not getting more facilities to be able to help and assist people? Because people need help.
Yeah, Brian.
And then we did not hear nothing about the other brother. I mean, the other dude. I mean, the guy killed. They just swept him under the rug also,
Well, there have been conflicting reports about him. First, it was 2 black men. Then people were saying, no, he was white and homeless. And now, that was the one that Carl just showed. That was actually the first time I've seen his picture. And he's He looks biracial. He looks black.
Yes, he looks mixed.
Yeah. He's biracial.
And so, you know, it's just another ploy to kind of diminish and minimize what happens to us. That's just what happens. It's just what they do. You know, nothing that we gripe about and that we bring attention to in their minds is as bad as we say it is. And so this is something, as Tiffany was saying, we have to prepare ourselves and be aware. That's the main thing. Be aware. And you know, these people are cowards. They love to talk tough and all this kind of stuff, but they're up to no good. And you have to know your enemy, because a person that thinks that way, I don't care how you say, you are an enemy to me.
Yeah.
Where's I know this is beating a dead horse, man, but where's our celebrities at? Why are they not speaking out on this? Like,
They
where's
signed the contract. They can't get involved with public.
Where's Oprah? Where's Gayle King? Where's Gayle King? Where's all these people at? Where's LeBron James? Like, where's all these people at?
It's not a part of their contract, Cav. It's not a part of their contract. They're not supposed to deal with social issues, or your check will stop. Why you don't?
They don't need a check. They don't need a check. They're already fucking rich. Excuse my language, but this show pisses me off sometimes. They're already rich.
Wait a minute. Now our show piss you off. Listen, maybe Brian can explain it to you. Brian and Carl can explain it to you in man language.
All right, yeah. Let me hear in man language why a guy that's a billionaire like Jay-Z won't speak out on a black man being hung. Tell me, somebody.
I'll tell you, they don't care.
I'm listening. Thank you. I can accept that.
Yeah,
I can accept that. But I'm not going to accept this contract stuff because the man's got $1 billion in the bank. There's nothing they can do to hurt him. Even if they fire him, he still got $1 billion to live off the rest of his natural life.
Shut down anything he got going on. You already know what.
He don't need nothing going on. He got $1 billion in the bank. He has $1 billion in the bank. No. So what? If they shut him down right now, they can't take the $1 billion from him.
But they want $2 billion. And when he get $2 billion, he wants $3 billion.
Yeah.
And
maybe they trying to get enough money that they won't be touched, because we see that
they took
what happened to
Diddy. They took status. They took Kanye West status. He was a billionaire. And then
they don't got enough money to speak up. They don't have enough money to speak up.
They knocked him down to 600,000. Ooh, I mean not 600,000, 600 million. My bad. Yeah. Oh boy, he's struggling right now with that 600 million. How the fuck he gonna pay his rent? You can't pay his rent with 600 million. Car note due. Whoa, you better watch out for the man. They don't get that Cadillac tonight. Come on, man. He got $600 million. He don't care.
Yeah, Scooby.
I'm just saying that. You said it right. You said it right, Brian. They don't care. I can accept that.
They don't care. And somebody in the chat, Scooby D2 said fear. And I think it's a mix of both. I think it's fear. But I think with you get to a person like Jay-Z, he don't care. I mean, he don't care, because if you cared, you'd say something. If you care,
but none of our celebrities, Shaquille O'Neal ain't saying nothing. Nobody said, not one celebrity has said anything. Hakeem Jeffries ain't say nothing. Cory Booker ain't say nothing. Nobody saying nothing. You know, we're saying something.
Men. They are not
we're talking about it. TikTok creators are talking about it.
That's what Tiffany is saying comes into play. They will cut their water off. They will
and
probably.
You know, a person that was broke before don't want to be broke again. So they will cut your ass to keep their dollars. And y'all all know it. So I don't know why y'all sit over here. Why Jay-Z? Why not coming out? Look, where's Oprah? Okay, you want to talk about people? Where's all these people?
I said, where's Oprah? That's the first person I said. Yes.
Isn't she from Mississippi?
She's from Mississippi. I think her family was born there. Then she moved to Chicago.
I think
a lot of them got out of Mississippi. Nobody want to deal with Mississippi.
Yeah, she's from Mississippi. Then she moved to Baltimore, where she got her first TV show in Baltimore before she blew up. She was a Baltimore news anchor. Yeah, then she moved to Chicago. Yeah, but my point is, she not saying nothing. Michael Jordan ain't saying nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. Like not one celebrity, Steve Harvey, I don't care who it is. Nobody's come out and said,
Michael Jordan ain't gonna say nothing. You know why? Because it was people getting killed over his shoes. You think he came out and said anything? Please. They're not gonna say anything because they do not want to lose their dollars or their contracts. I keep telling you, if that was the case, they could have used their money to build so much thing for black people or for their people, but they're not going to do it because you know what? It'd be your own people that would take you out also. You understand? So,
Read, because we always talk about Muhammad Ali. Like, I mean, he could have, he didn't care about the millions, right? Muhammad Ali, Colin Kaepernick, right? So there are people who don't care about the money, but like Tiffany said, the Oprah, if she has $2 billion, she wants to make $4 billion. Jay-Z, if he got $1 billion in the bank, he wanna double that.
Yeah, but they probably don't have enough money to fight. They don't have enough money to fight like they really want to fight. Remember,
we're fighting. We're fighting. We don't have their money. We don't have their money. We're fighting. All four of us on this platform for the last hour fighting.
Yeah, we're giving out information and talking, but I'm not going out there messing around with no white people. I don't want to even see them.
We're still fighting on this platform, and that makes. We're still fighting on this platform. We're fighting on this platform right now.
You're 100% right. We are using our platform to talk and to enlighten people because
and I don't have
we want
$1 billion.
people to be on point. Because
if I had $1 billion, I'll still be doing this show right now because I care about my people.
No, listen, I get it, but also we got to inform our people that this system, it was not built for us or not for us. So yes, we have to be on point. We have to talk to our young people. And again, you got to remember, this is the South. They kept a lot of history away from them. You understand, especially black history away from them. So again, we need to teach our children to know their surroundings, to know their backgrounds. Please pick and choose where you work at, where you go to school at. You understand? Because people will judge you because of the color of your skin and not for what you can give from yourself. So no, we have to be on point. We have to watch. We need to communicate and talk to our young people about racism in America.
Right.
Yeah.
And that young man, he needs to go out and spread the word about this college campus, because apparently there's a lot of bad stuff been going on at this campus for a long time, and this man goes to this school. I mean, why would you go to a school that has a history of major racism on the campus when you already? I mean, he had to know this already. I'm not blaming the victim, but the young man, his cousin, obviously knew the history of this campus.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
His cousin knew the history. He sat there and just told us the history of this campus. So if you know the history of this campus.
I believe he did, but he probably thought that maybe it won't be me, or maybe I'm not going to see. Listen, I don't heard people say maybe he did. Maybe he had a boyfriend. Maybe he got in some trouble. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, you hear people making up all this story, but it's just too much of a coincidence how this is happening, and we already know the history of Mississippi. So again, we have to keep our people informed. My nephew, the same thing I tell my nephews. I had to tell my nephew, y'all are black men and y'all extra dark. So y'all gonna have to be on point. Not everybody's gonna be laughing up in your face. Not everybody is cool like that. Always be on point. Trust, know your surroundings. Because if they don't, they will be caught out there. Why? Because we're so welcoming. We so nice. Oh, they're a nice person. Not knowing that these people is probably trying to hurt us or trying to set us up or trying to do something bad. So why you think so many black people, artists, is suffering now over some white stuff they probably got involved with 30, 40 years ago? Because they thought everything was okay. They didn't think it was going to bite them in the ass later on. So again, please, people, don't let no white people in your house. Okay?
And Tiffany, what did I tell you last week, Tiffany? Tiffany, what we talked about 3 weeks ago? What we talked about 3 weeks ago, Tiffany, when we was having our light skin conversation about light skin, black skin, and I said to you, racist people don't care if you're a red bone or light skin, whatever you want to call it. if you black or got black in you, then you are also going to be a victim of racism.
Right.
So Brian, I don't know if you were here for that conversation we were talking about.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, okay. So that brother that we just saw, I can't think of his name right now. The one that got hung, also the other guy that got hung in Mississippi. Right. He was lighted in Elder Barge, and so they looked at him as and realized he had black in him, and he's an N-word to them for that reason. They don't care.
Again, we don't know these people's background, what they was doing, what families that know that we don't know. It could be a family member. It's like so many different pieces, and I'm just waiting for all because it's going to come out because too many people are talking about it. Too many people are asking questions, so the information will come out. And I'm telling you, we're going to learn a lot, or they're going to probably do what they do and sweep it up under the rug. And I'm telling you, Mississippians, if they do this. Y'all better run. Y'all better get up out of Mississippi.
That's
the reason they have Charlie Kirk's murder was apprehended. The shooter was apprehended because of cameras all over that campus, and they saw him jumping off the roof and all that sort of stuff. Isn't that correct? So you can't tell me this. Every college campus have cameras.
Oh yeah. And the thing is that that's the history of Mississippi. I mean, you go back. I mean, you remember the story of the three civil
Mississippi
rights
burning.
Mississippi burning.
Yeah,
Mississippi burning.
Freedom Riders. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that was the cops. The cops did that. There was what was it? 2 Jewish young men and a black young man.
Yeah.
And,
Mississippi burning.
And had them stashed in a swamp or something like that. But
they had them dug. They had them in some type of They had to dig them up. The way they shot them, they had already dug a hole and shot them. Like, they was horrible. But I think the only reason why they said that it got a lot of attention was because of the Jewish brother. You understand? Yeah. Because during that time, they didn't care about niggas. They was been burying black men in those times. Yeah. You understand?
And that's Mississippi. That's
just Mississippi. That's it.
Yeah, that is Mississippi. I had a coaching opportunity get presented to me in Mississippi, and my dad was like, "Boy, you better not take that job down there."
Okay.
I was like, you don't see me in Mississippi.
Yeah, you ain't got.
I perform all over the country. I don't perform in Mississippi. Can't pay me to go there.
No, I don't shows. I think anytime I've gone, I've never stopped in Mississippi. I've only passed through.
I've driven through also.
Yeah, I stopped for gas, but that was during the day. And I made sure that I had enough gas to
get you out of there.
To not have to stop. But the next state was Alabama, so I mean, shit.
You went into the oven, back into the fire.
Right. So I
then Georgia, then Georgia.
So you was ducking sundown towns.
And then South Carolina. After Georgia and South Carolina. You don't get out of it, man. That's a lot of stress. That's hours of stress of driving. I know, been there, do that all the time, man. Driving down south, I drive down south all the time. As Malcolm X once said, though, anywhere south of Canada is basically the South.
Right. Yeah.
That's funny about crazy, man. That you can die just from being in the wrong
town.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Look at these truckers that were, for a while it was truckers. You were hearing about these truckers coming up missing and finding these truckers hanged. Matter of fact, one of those happened in Henderson, North Carolina. When they showed the arrest stop, I knew exactly where it was because I used to coach at a college. I started the track program at William Peace University several years ago. And I was doing some recruiting and knew that area very well, the place where they found that brother hanged. So, and it was a known sundown town. It was known. Like, if you were black, don't be out there at after a certain time. Don't be out there.
I just don't get. Like I said, I just don't get it. I swear, I know black people. They want to stay where they was raised and they was led, but I'm sorry, I couldn't be in Mississippi after everything they have been through. Like, let me tell you, I feel bad for the parents.
I'm with you, Tiff.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I feel bad for the family that has to deal with losing a child. And you don't have no questions, you don't know what's going on, and you can't say anything. But I'm also going to tell you too, if they come out with a settlement, or you hear the parents not talking, you know they paid them off. I'm
Yeah.
just letting y'all know
Well,
that.
I'm very interested in hearing what this autopsy that Colin Kaepernick is paying for turns up.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in hearing
Yeah.
that.
Because
Yes.
they can lie, on theirs, the first autopsy, but what if they can mend some limbs together? You understand what you're going to do? Like we have to find out what really happened. And like again, it's sad that we have to feel like this, or you have to worry about your child while they're in college. I send prayers out to his family. I really, it's really sad.
An independent autopsy probably costs a lot of money. So this man's putting up his own personal money for this. So hopefully the person that he hires is going to come through with the truth of what happened to this young man. So
Right.
'cause he's putting out some serious money for this. 'Cause I can imagine
And
autopsy
then you
runs
got
into the thousands.
Then you
Yeah.
got to remember too, the examiner, once he come out and he say what he need to say, and if they do find these found, he's gonna have to watch himself too. Like it's like a domino effect. Like they gotta watch their life, because if they tell the truth or what really went on, because you gotta remember, a lot of them don't want the truth to come out, because they know if any of these truths come out, it's going to be issues. You understand? It's going to be issues. A lot of people is going to be like, that's too much now. Y'all are
It can be
sitting here now.
confidential though, if too. I mean, it can be confidential. Like also, the average person on the street, even these rednecks, the doctor don't have to be exposed if he don't want to. Probably he can come in. I mean, he probably exposed to the courts, but not the public. He come in and do the autopsy because he's being hired, so we don't even know what state he's coming from. I'm just saying. I'm just playing devil advocate here. We don't know who this guy is that's doing the
Yeah, we
autopsy
don't know
either.
who they is, but they're going to have to tell if it gets that serious, he's going to have to tell his identity. You understand? Because they want that. They want to know what's going on. So we hope that they found somebody that do want to do it and not worrying about threats or people trying to come for them or anything like that because of telling the truth or what might come out of this autopsy.
Right, and you're right. But I think he wouldn't have took the job if he's worried about that, because I'm sure he's getting paid pretty handsomely for doing this. So he's going for the money. He's going to do his job. Give his
People
report
get
to the
scared
family.
too. Come on, people get
Give it.
scared.
Yeah, I
People
got you.
Yeah.
Give his report to the family. Family's gonna come forward to say, hey, now like my man said, like I said, Brian, if the family gets quiet, and all of a sudden everybody got a nice Cadillac Escalade, right? So,
Somebody got paid.
Yeah, I
Yep,
want to
somebody.
say, like how when the white Ukrainian girl got stabbed on the train, how all the white politicians, they were talking about that and all over the news. Why don't the black politicians talk about these lynchings? Wow.
Good point. That's a good point.
That's a great point.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
people
Thank you,
are talking
Carl.
about the lynchings.
Yeah, but I mean, like like you see how the Republicans are talking about, they're making it. It's on Fox News, and they're talking about the white girl that was stabbed by the.
You saying why the Democrats don't do that?
Yeah, why don't they? They should be talking about.
They all work together. So
There you go. So yeah. So anytime you have a question about why things will happen, just refer to what Tiffany said. What Tiffany said.
But again, what's good for them is not good for us. And until we get that through our thick skull, we'll understand the game.
Yeah. The white men have the power, and the black people are afraid. Pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. And again, you protect yourself and your family. Because again, we don't go out there starting trouble. That's not us. That's not in our nature. As Brian said, we just want to be left alone so we can survive in this world. You understand?
I'm gonna go back to my original point. My original point is, if Joy Reid and Jasmine Crockett are the only people fighting for us, we might as well get our boots on and get ready to start picking cotton.
Well, listen, us black women been fighting. We're just waiting for our men. Okay? We've been fighting. Okay? We still fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta wrap it
Yeah.
up. I want to thank everyone for watching our show. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of you for hanging in there with us on YouTube.
Yes.
Instagram only goes an hour and then it shuts down. Watching on Facebook. Thank you so much. Before we go though, Kevin, anything you want to say before you go? Anything you learned or you want to share before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I just want to say, sorry I had to do the show from the car today, but thanks for putting up with it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm traveling. I normally when I travel, guys, Brian, normally when I travel, since you're new to being on the show for us, I normally find a Starbucks or something or somewhere cozy to do the show, but I didn't want to.
Sundown towns.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to lose no driving miles sitting in the restaurant for an hour. And like Tiffany said, especially since I'm traveling through the sundown towns, right? So
yeah, you south of the Mason Dixon. Yeah, you south of the Mason Dixon. You need to get up out of there.
Well, no, I'm halfway. I feel a little safe. I'm still in Virginia, but I feel a little safe in Virginia. So not that Virginia ain't got its problems, but I'm out the Carolinas, and that takes a few knots out the stomach, but not many.
You made it up to like Arlington yet? Spotsylvania, maybe?
No, I don't go through Spotsylvania, man. I'm driving through. I passed Richmond I passed Richmond, so I'm heading down towards DC, man. Passing through Richmond into DC, man.
Yeah. Did Patricia? Did you get the bear spray? Did you get the bear spray?
I didn't get it in time for this trip, but I'll have it in time for my next trip to the South. I'm gonna order something.
What happened?
I'm gonna order.
Oh no!
I'm gonna order something tomorrow. No, Carl gave me a tip. If Carl wants to share, we can share it. Yeah. No, we're just talking about personal safety. Personal safety. You know, because I'm not a gun owner, so yeah, just some.
So let me give you a message.
A pocket knife is only gonna take you so far, So you got some bear spray on you just in case you get attacked by one of these fools out here.
When you do the bear spray, make sure you cover your face and then spray. Because it just be your damn luck. You spray and the wind blow this shit back on your dumb ass. Okay, I done been there. So make sure
mug myself. Hey, I get attacked. I'm spraying everybody. The police, everybody getting sprayed. The ambulance people show up. Everybody getting sprayed. Nobody's safe if I get attacked. I'm spraying trees, everything. I'm spraying everybody. I'll empty a can on somebody's ass. Yeah, no, seriously. So what I would close with is just saying that I think we're in trouble because if our black politicians are afraid and our billionaire and millionaire celebrities are afraid of losing their money, and our politicians are afraid of losing some votes or status, we're in trouble because we got to have somebody, with power. But we don't have no power. We have voices, and voices are important, but we don't have power. We have voices, so we have a little power, I guess. But I'm just saying, we're a little podcast that comes on Sunday nights. If Hakeem Jeffries' panties are in a bunch, and we can't depend on Cory Booker to stand up and stick his chest out and go hard at Trump and this regime, and what's my man down in Maryland, the governor, and these guys, man, we can't depend on these people, then we're in trouble because these are people we need to fight for us because they're at the top, and our black celebrities not even close to Muhammad Ali, may he rest in peace. They're not even close to Malcolm X. They're not even close to King. And a bullet is not always the answer because nobody assassinated Muhammad Ali. He lived a full life, and he spoke out on racism just as much as anybody. He fought against, outside of the ring. He fought for us, and he didn't die from a bullet.
Yeah.
So
Jim Brown
fought for us. He didn't die from a bullet. A lot of Bill Russell died natural causes, along with my man Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So we have a lot of people from the '60s that stuck their neck out on the line that died, of natural causes, not from assassin's bullet. So, what happened with Malcolm and King was awful, But I think we have no champions right now, and I don't know where it's going to come from. And it got to come from somewhere, or we're in trouble.
Get up and do it.
Well, you know what? I'm doing my part the best I can. I'm doing my part, Tiff, and you're doing your part, and Brian's doing his part, and Carl's doing his part, and we've been doing our part. We're doing this show for 6, 7 years now. We've been doing our part. We're putting it out here. We're doing our thing. We're in the universe. This stuff is forever. When we're gone, these tapes will still be floating through the system. We're immortal at this point, right? So these tapes, when we gone, this shit will be still going on. YouTube will be still here. These videos will still be in the system, right? So we're doing our part. So, but we need people with a little bit more power than we have speaking out. Paul Mooney did his part. He used his gift, on stage, So we have champions who did do their part. Dill Hughley does his part. Dill Hughley puts his neck out and does his part. Right. He stays in the fight. He got to have some good security around here because he ain't never quiet about what's going on.
Ever.
That's my man, Dill Hughley, by the way. And he always comes forward and puts his shit out. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need more DLs out there. We need, even Don Lemon right now, who has a podcast, is going hard in the paint. He ain't holding back either. So we got guys out there that's doing things, man.
Fired from corporate world to start doing.
That is true. That is true.
Come on.
But Joy Reid and Don Lemon.
Don Lemon so happy with his lemon drops.
No, he is uncut right now, though. He got his millions in the bank, and now he can speak truth to power, And he got the people, my man Clay Kane on Urban View, rest in peace, Joe Madison, who was in the fight for a long time. And all, so you got Karen Hunter is doing her thing. But got people fighting, man. But Laree Daniels, Favors. If you don't listen to her, look her up on. She's dope as hell. She's bad. Carl, you listen to Laree, right?
Yeah, I listen to Laree, yeah.
Yeah. So we got people out here doing their thing, man. So, but, yeah. So that's all I have to say, man. We need more people in this fight, man, because this is serious stuff right now. And we're not trying to scare nobody, man. But like Carl said at the beginning of the show, we gotta take this serious. We gotta take this serious.
All right, so.
All right, I'm done.
Glendine Carter in the comments on YouTube asks, what happened to Al Sharpton? Is he hiding? What's up with Al Sharpton?
Who?
Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton?
Yes. Isn't he in his 70s? He's about to be 70.
He's an old man, but Al Sharpton's still doing his thing. I listen to his show.
But he can't do his thing like he was him and his relaxer.
That's what I'm saying. People keep forgetting.
They have to.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Slow down. He picking.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Huh?
Thank you, Tiffany, for saying that. Because I heard somebody on Facebook the other day say, "Where's Jesse Jackson?" Like Jesse Jackson is old as hell. That man's like what, 80-something years old.
He needs somebody to change his pamper.
He's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair right now. Yeah, I think he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson was in his 20s. He was in his 20s when he was marching with King, getting bottles thrown at him, water hoses, death threats. He done his work. Let that man rest. Enjoy. Yeah, Al Sharpton's still out there putting his grind on, but he got a target on his back too. He always had a target on his back, but he's out there doing his thing. He's fighting still. So yeah, but he's old. Sharpton's not a young chicken no more. He's out here. These guys are getting old. We need young, fresh blood. Young, fresh blood.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. But Tiffany, anything you want to share before we go?
Please communicate with your children, your your teenage. Please communicate with them. Let them know what's going on so they don't get caught up in this racism of America. I'm glad that my mother told us our history and let us know what's going on. So when we are out there in the world, we know what to expect and to be careful on. So I really send out, that to people and their young people. Again, with them doing an honor to him, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's not gonna bother me. I don't, it didn't bother me before. It's not gonna bother me now. Again, we have so much other things that we need to be worried and dealing with in life, and we have bigger fish to fry. Um, Other than that, we love you. We want to say thank you to all for chiming in with us, listening to us, leaving us comments. We really appreciate it. Again, everything that we talked about tonight is alleged and is also our opinion only. We do not own the rights to the video. We do not own the rights to the content. It's for educational purposes only and entertainment purposes only. Make sure you like and subscribe and share. And mommy and Miss Cat, I love you. See y'all later.
All right, Brian Brown, anything you want to share or did you learn on tonight's show before we go?
Yeah, I think that it's as you yourself, Carl, Tiffany, and Kevin have said, we just got to keep our eyes open right now. We have to really keep our
That's it.
eyes open and just be aware of our surroundings. Just be aware of our surroundings and the things that are going on in this country. And I think we've put enough energy into Charlie Kirk. I think
Yes.
I think we've put enough energy into it, um, and we just need to move forward. I think we don't need to give any more energy to it because that's what they want, you know. So yeah, just let's move forward. They have their little day celebrating. They want to throw a parade. They want to put up billboards and release balloons. You go right ahead. I don't care.
All right. What I want to do, I want to share this video. I'm wondering if stuff like this is happening more often, or are we just capturing it on video? This is a video of a brother sitting on the train, and he's narrating the story. He said he was just sitting there. Apparently, this white woman did not like the way he was sitting, so she called the police. You
Saw
see
that
that?
today.
All that?
I saw
Hey,
it today.
it's crazy. So here
Why
we
people can't mind their business? Why people just can't go about their business? We
because
don't go over there and say anything to them. We don't be over there asking them questions. What you doing? Why your music too loud? Why you smell bland? You understand why you got raisins in your goddamn potato salad? We don't say none of those things. So why is they bothering us? I'm sorry.
no,
Obsessed.
yeah, that's like I said. Somebody came on today saying we are obsessed with white people, but I think it's the other way around. But here we go.
White woman said she didn't like the way I was sitting on the train. So you call the police. You call the police to arrest the one black dude on the train. I haven't done anything illegal.
Let's go.
I haven't done anything illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. I am sitting on a train and one white woman didn't like my presence. Resisting what? Resisting what? What are you trying to arrest me for? I was sitting on a train. I was sitting on a train and you're trying to arrest me for what? Can I not even know what you're trying to arrest me for? Because a white woman, this white woman, resisting what? Am I being arrested?
Did you see the caption? The brother's an award-winning writer.
Yeah.
Wow, I hope he gets a good
I didn't know
lawyer
that.
and sue the hell out of them, man. He needs to
Well,
sue
I
that
hope he
lady
get a.
and the cop.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope he sued the people. I hope he sues the train. You
Right.
understand? I hope that he has a case because first of all, if you sitting there minding your business and you ain't say nothing to her and she calls the cops for you, that's a problem. She probably
Yeah.
was like, "Why is this nigga on this train?" I ain't never seen this nigga that's trying to vote and call the cops. That's what she did.
I would have told the police officer, man, can I borrow your cell phone while you taking me to jail? I'm calling Ben Trump.
Yeah, I'm calling my lawyer. Yep, absolutely. And
calling Ben Trump.
Yeah, it's just obsession. You know, they have to be. It's like those videos that you see people doing on TikTok. You know, if you ever feel lonely, don't worry because there will always be a white person in your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's sad. The fact that this man just goes to show that regardless of what your accomplishments are, I mean, this brother's an award-winning writer, but to her, he was just another nigga.
Yeah. But
They
the
don't
fact
care
that
about what you got, your accolades, your doctrines, your
At all.
masters. They don't care about that. Matter of fact, they really think that how dare you get it and get a better job than our white people. You understand? This is why you have 20 and 30,000 black people losing their jobs because they don't want y'all there, periodly. So again, I'm not surprised that they behavior. Stay away from them, especially the ones that don't like us.
But the fact that she can call the police and they just show up and arrest him,
and they respond.
They're in Connecticut.
You know,
they don't care.
What state was that?
Connecticut.
Wow, Carl. That's where you live.
Listen, okay. My sister got locked up in Connecticut, and they locked her black ass up. This is almost 25 years ago. But yeah, 30 years, probably 30. But yeah, they do not play. They do not play in no, and they call it a commonwealth town or city or state or whatever you call
Yeah.
that. They will lock your black ass up so fast.
but I mean,
What?
the fact that she can call the police and just have them lock him up without hearing his side, without hearing anything, like
Her name is Miss Daisy. Her name is Miss Daisy. Miss Daisy called.
Her name is Karen.
Yeah,
her name is Karen.
Daisy Karen. Daisy Karen said, "Listen, you need to come up here because this black brother makes me uncomfortable. I don't like how he's looking at me and how he is sitting. Can y'all please come lock his black ass up?" That's what she did.
Wow, that's sad, man.
That's why I said, I don't even look in their eyes. Yeah, I don't even look in their eyes. I don't even look in their eyes. As soon as I see them, I put my head down. I'm like, You ain't gonna accuse me of something. Cops, I keep walking. I act like I don't even see them. You understand?
Well, Tiff, hey Tiffany, my show sold out at the theater last night in Vero Beach, Florida. And those white people love my black ass.
Well, they love a jester. You
and that's what I want.
entertaining them. They feel safe around you. Okay?
they love once they're entertaining them. They love
Yeah.
They love you. They love you entertain them.
Yes.
Don't forget cooking for them.
Yes.
I can't cook. I can cook, but not for them. I cook for my family.
No, they just want you to entertain.
But Kev, you and I talked about this before. Like, I've pulled up to comedy clubs to do a show. I'm sitting in my car, and white people park next to me, and they get nervous, and they run to the club because, you know what I mean? It's a black man sitting. But once the show is over,
they come up to you, and they're all over you, yes.
Yeah, they invite me back to the
can
house.
I have you, nigga?
Come to my house. We're going to so-and-so's house for a little after party. You want to come? It's all great. But before they knew what I did, I was the great. You know what I mean? I was the enemy. I was the one to fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were the boogeyman.
Yeah, now you're the only nigga in their house.
We get it all the time, Carl. We get it all the time. You're right.
You know, so I mean, it's like the football players, right? You see those white guys in the stands cheering on the football players on Sundays, and they love them. But I had a white friend of mine said if one of those football players was to date his sister, he wasn't having it. If one of those black football players,
you mean like Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan said he better be dribbling. He better have a lot of money before he mess with my white child.
But this white dude said, yeah, he said, you know, he might be racist because even though he loved football and he loved the black players, he would not be happy if one of them hated his sister.
Yeah, they don't want that. They don't want that at all. They don't want none of them mixing kids up in there.
You know, Kev, you can eat all the fire you want, kid, but don't you fucking ask those white, you know. They don't
have to feel bad because I tell my family that.
That's funny, Carl. That's hilarious.
Tonight's show. Thank you guys again so much. Brian, thank you so much, brother, for coming on. I know it was real, short notice, and you came through for us. I really appreciate it. Tiffany.
Yeah, appreciate you.
No problem. Appreciate you guys asking.
Oh,
yeah, man. Good seeing you, man.
You too.
Tiffany, thank you. I love you. Brian, I love you too, brother. I love you. Tiffany, Kevin, I love you. Thank you guys for doing this show. Tiffany.
Love you back, man. Love you back.
You hope your mom is doing.
Thank you.
And
she's doing good.
All of those for commenting on the show, and Scooby D too. Thank you for your comments, and Donna, and Glendine, and Patricia, and Bridget, and Mama Lee, and
my sister Nicole, Nikki. Hey, Nikki! Shout out to my sisters.
Highly favored. Thank you so much. Thank you, Facebook, people on Instagram. Thank you guys so much.
What's up, Jeff Short?
He's like
Jeff
Short from Mississippi. I'm surprised he didn't chime in, man. You guys are dragging Mississippi.
You talk about Jeff Short? He's on my
live. He's from Mississippi. He lives in Mississippi.
Wow. Right, scared to say
something. Big L said, "Sue that old granny."
Yeah.
All right.
Black people, y'all need to get the hell out of Mississippi.
Sure.
You'll go me fun or something. Get out of Mississippi.
Yeah, get out of Mississippi, y'all.
Yeah.
And a person can just call the police and say, "This person is making me uncomfortable," and the police can come with handcuffs out. They didn't come ask any questions or talk to him. What's going on? They just came with handcuffs and said, "Stop resisting."
And she was an elder too, so they probably felt like it was elder abuse.
But
wow, that's crazy.
He couldn't win in that situation. It's an old white lady who's uncomfortable. So
he probably got his N-word wake up call. That was his nigga wake up call.
Yeah, well,
you better sue the hell out of him.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next Sunday with some more hot topics, and
I'll be here. I'll be back in the lab next Sunday in my crib. All right.
Good.
Cancel Hulu. Cancel
Disney. No.
For saying this.
Definitely cancel Hulu.
No. Well, they need a break. They need a timeout.
Yes. Cancel your Hulu. Cancel your ESPN.
Yeah.
I'm not for Kimball. I don't watch like that, but he also he's a person that speaks his truth. He should not be shut down for speaking his truth. Because it wasn't that serious. He didn't threaten nobody's family or threaten people, kids and children and stuff. It shouldn't have been like that. That's horrible.
And cancel Disney Plus. And also, please get Brian's book. Brian, what's the name of your book?
I have two, Town Secrets, an Alex Archer adventure, and The Nightmare's Edge, an Alex Archer adventure.
Yes.
Both are good suspense thrillers. If you like a page turner that will keep you on the edge of your seat, excuse me, come check me out at theauthorbriansimpson.com.
Right. Kevin, so if nothing else, Brian should sell at least 3 books. I'm not going to call any names. But all I'm saying is,
at least 3 books. At least 3 books.
At least 3.
At least 3.
I'm not calling any names. But yeah, thanks to everyone for watching the show. And please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We love you, we love you, we love you. And we're out.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. Safe space dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We're giving you empathy, we're gonna challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more stimulation from my God up above. No, it's called Keeping It Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
We got